Hello and welcome. In this video, we're going to cover Nifty and India's indexes, key indexes review for next week. And also we will discuss all the key important stocks which are coming in my radar for next week. I know the market has been really soft last week and it is going kind of trending downwards. I think that has been the view, but it's also important to stay on top of it and find the best stocks for your long-term portfolio. It's very important in these markets. And it is, all the sayings which Warren Buffett says, be fearful when everyone else is greedy and be greedy when everybody else is fearful. This is a time for you to act upon it. And if you don't do this analysis, then obviously you'll be staying away from it and you'll not get benefited from this downtrend. You have to be like an eagle waiting for an opportunity. And these videos will help you making that, and that's what I want to share with you today. Let's get started. Welcome back. So my name is Shivendra Bhatia and I'm a founder of Peaceful Weekend Investing Hub, and I want to share with you on my screen here is the Nifty 50 weekly chart, and this is a trading view. If you are new to my channel, you know that we do kind of fundamental analysis. We have a lot of videos around fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and kind of blend those both and try to work out our way up and try to decipher the market from that lens rather than getting caught up in the noises around it and so much of bad news all around floating. I think since I don't look at the main headline in news around, so I'm kind of away from that. I just focus on what's coming, what's in the chart. If stock says, if the particular chart is giving me to exit, I will exit. And if I want to add more, I have to look at the strength and do that. And I was doing a bit of analysis, quite a good analysis or something, which probably by following a simple methodology. And this was more, if you can see here and understand, let's try to make it big. And it's all just picking up the journey from previous one every time. This is a moving average EMA 21 and 11. Again, 21 is more Fibonacci. I know 11 is not Fibonacci number, but it's there. It doesn't make a huge difference whether you used 11 or 10 or 12. Apologies. Yeah. If it's used that, right, it's going to be same. So it's not going to make a huge difference. You can change it, but important is every time you are looking at the crossover on these moving averages and invested on Nifty alone, you are making in first attempt it was sometime around 2003, it was made 326%, and you exit when index closes below the moving averages. So you made 300% over 300%, and it's again rough numbers. Then here it was around 64%. Then we had another opportunity of 52%, 53%, and then 55% in recent past. If I turn the log chart on, then you get a better perspective of it. So this post-COVID, and I'm just taking when you're crossing this, okay? So you can be slightly, I'm just roughly calculating around it is 75%. So index is given close to 75%. If I exit, let's say this close below, so it was 65% in this COVID rise index alone, okay, because this was a COVID fall. And after that, if you just buy it on the crossover, right, you are 61% on index. And imagine the stocks which have been, because every time it has not broken below this. And now why I'm telling you this is because this is weekly, and when I'm recording it's on 8th of May 2022 on Mother's Day. So you need to keep that in mind. So this was the previous line which was drawn, and as you can see every time, if I enlarge a bit so that's clear and we focus here, every time it made this high, then it made a lower high, it made another lower high, and then it's going downwards, right? And this is the swing low. And if it takes out 15,671, you can see that you're going to see some other lower levels. But again, this is, if it has to really trend upwards on Nifty alone, then it has to cross above this and close above that on a weekly basis or monthly basis. It has to be strong. So that's my view, and and I can be completely wrong, and I don't want to do any prediction per se, but I just want to share the view, what I am looking at it and how I'm deciphering it, and that's pretty much it. And likewise, if you look at a Bank Nifty, again, Bank Nifty is these trend lines is gone below that, and again, this is a key level 34,591. It closes below, again, same story, trending downwards, and this support trend lines also been broken. So not looking very good. CNX metal, it's just on the 20. It's closed below 21 moving average on weekly. So again, we'll see whether there's a bounce back or it's just going to go trend. So far, trend will be downwards. CNX IT, I'm sure it is down because we know that most of the stocks have been clobbered on this IT index. Ever since they've broken this, there's no point keeping it because it tried to make an attempt, but it completely trashed. That was a kind of false rally, because once you have this big giant kind of Morobuzu candle and everything is fallen, so you know that it's time to take the profit from the table, right? And you just have to simply respect that point and just follow that, because it was moving nicely. And if I change the color so that we can see, it was moving nicely, and then this whole thing happened. This is a weekly chart. If you turn it to monthly chart, it is still trying to touch 21 EMA, which could be a good, if you're looking for long-term stocks, which I am a cash only. I look at those stocks which are there. So if I look at log chart, then every time in the previously you had a situation. Let me grab the pointer. Yeah. So this is a log chart, so to get a perspective. So this was, let's look at it. Given that the high interest rates, the index, so this was broken down, and then you have the nice rally. This was the all-time high at this point, and we are talking about June 14th. It has given except for this, I think this will be in March, which is a COVID one, so you can ignore that because that was kind of there. Then you got another layer which was there, this one. Then you got this, and after that there was no looking back, right? So it was checked. Look at this huge candle. There's a monthly candle, and then you got a huge rally and those who made an entry at this point was the best time if after all this sideways movement. But again, just for analysis here. Likewise, small cap is looking, on monthly chart was looking good. On weekly chart, it's sorry, let's look at weekly because daily will be, yeah, again kind of double top again, following the same pattern. So overall, in terms of, I'm tracking those ones. So this was a previously covered one, so you can see this is a stop loss which was there. But coming back to the stocks which I am tracking, and I discussed this with my inner circle students today as well, like ITC. Now ITC, I have made a video long back and I shared this. If you are new to my channel, you can subscribe, and let's look at this. I go to my channel and I covered this in detail, I think. Yeah, so I covered this 6 months ago, this one, and I did do the analysis, and as I said, and this was the line at that moment of time I drew, and I said, okay, if it closes above this, and that's where you're interested. And I did post it on this idea as well. This was got taken off because I had some violation of the rule, but this was the thing, waiting for ITC close above this on monthly candle, which is 239. By the way, disclaimer, I hold it for a long time. I have been implementing it, and this is, but to add more to it and have the next level as 322 target and then 365 as the next target. The stock has exactly played out, and look at that. Now, to me, it is 272 is something which is a good to break out because you had a bit of a rejection, but again it has played out as per this, and you can see how beautifully it has not even broken this candle. So it was almost in the sideways for 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 and 15th month. After almost one year 3 months, it took a breakout. So yeah, that's the power of technical analysis. You just have to do it, and that to me is a peaceful weekend investing. Just follow and do it, and now it's holding on strong to this. You see how beautifully it has rejected this trend line and staying above, which is awesome even in this weak market, right? And look at the other stock which is coming to my radar is NTPC. Now, again, these are all old trend lines I'm tracking and alerts, so all kind of automation in place. But look at this, it has broken above this, and I'm waiting to see it closes above 166 to take a position and see where the volume bars are there. So that's my view in NTPC. Let's look at some other stocks. Power Grid, what it's doing, this is just going one directional upward, which is awesome. Always a time to, I don't want to catch the running train. I want to make sure it is coming back to my station, which is could be moving average or another strategy, so I will avoid. Gale, Bandhan, Chola, no. Sun Pharma, what's the story with Sun Pharma? So yeah, this was okay. This is interesting. So in Jan 6th, 2021, this was the levels which I was tracking, and I clearly, because how the volume profile was improving in that time, and after that, look at this, how beautifully it has gone. It has followed the trend line. It has went all the way up. It is on this. So from that level of 570, it's 883, and is going well close to our target, which is 1000, and again, that's a major resistance. So that's beautifully happening at the moment, which is great. Reliance, any weakness to this is always an accumulation because hard to value such companies. And Bharti Airtel also rejecting the top, so again waiting to add. Yeah, I just wanted to cover a few stocks which is I think interesting in a way, and hopefully this analysis would have given you some value. And I really thank you for being here in this video at this time, because of every second you spend on this channel, I want to make sure it's valuable for you and you get some value out of it so that you can learn and be a better investor. Do a great week ahead and happy investing, and you have a profitable months, years, and week ahead. See you till the next videos. Bye bye.